Hi teammates, we'll go over some information. So Glen Rage is Bungus fasciatus type of gray Lungard torso, the creature that we went over yesterday, plus the head of Alfred from Batman cartoon. Now he is Hell, and as Hell he sees the people through to glorious endings. Michael J. Fox sees people who have denied Jesus. So that's that Voldemort of Michael J. Fox, and then the butler of Glen Rage. Okay, so it's a little bit different, but both act as a type of reaper, and Glen Rage was Judas Thaddeus, disciple of Jesus. Glen Rage was also the butler mentioned in Genesis 40. Okay, so, and remember that butler forgot about Joseph once he got out, so it's kind of it's a different take, on it, but it means that he's been redeemed later on, and that he's the one that sees people through to have glorious type endings is the implication there. So they're both, he and Michael J. Fox are kind of Meet Joe Black, They're both that Reaper type, just in different ways. So then I was looking at this here, phrase E9-120, that's an address, and then I added 321 Baraboo Bluff Winery, which is in Wisconsin. So I was kind of looking at like the cheese of John Candy, Uncle Buck, he says he can't get enough cheese. And then the winery there for treading the winepress of Isaiah 63, just to see what would come up and everything in this Baraboo Bluff. When my grandfather and my dad went on a trip across the country this past summer, that's somewhere they stopped. So I've got all their books and everything that they've been looking at, so that's what I used for this. And then I got 1107 reverse primes and 262 LCH Kabbalah. So I divided 1107 by 0.262 and got 420 or 4225.1908 ... So it's pretty crazy what you get there, and keep a mercy mindset, but you get sowed peace, which is that sow betrayal symbolism that we see, like the mark type, and like hem comes up for that too, and that's 4225, like to hem something together or whatever. But that's Match Bareth. Thunderer Hadad 1908, Mia 100 is 100 there, which I thought was fascinating because Mia, when you break that down, just the word there, you get David's men 95 plus 5, so it's kind of like that Baal Shalisha type. And then 4 Jack Chick, just that same old symbolism that keeps coming up, for the 65-65 there, that's the Jack Chick, but it's betrayal type symbolism, but I just want to point it out so we can break the symbolism, break the voodoo of it. With knowledge we can conquer all these things, and with Jesus, our Savior, by grace and mercy. So, and remember that the fastened buckle type that stems from the Darth Ovali and all that, that's the balance between the gray and the reptilian, and you want to have that balance. Remember that Paul Walker, he went for that balance but didn't quite make it on the reptilian side. He was all gray, so and gray is the law, so, or works, that's what he was works. But I still believe he went to heaven, but you want to have mercy in these times. I know that it's getting I say that because it's getting crazy out there, just like they say in Joker, like with all this pseudo Mark of the Beast stuff and taking the deal. A lot of people are turning to works only, and I'm on here to argue, like, no, keep grace though too. Like, remember what we're doing. Like, don't get so caught up in this fight battle that you forget what your foundation is with the grace and mercy of Jesus Christ, and whether you're a Gentile or Jew, whatever. So then I wanted to look at this too. Mel Scott Thomas, who plays Adad in the Running Man film, he's uncredited, but I'm pretty sure that's who he plays. It could be a random security guard or something, but I'm pretty sure he plays Adad. And that's from the Running Man film, and you get 183, which would make sense for his character there. And then 632 and 597 primes. So I divided 597 divided by 0.632183 and got this number here, 944. So when I broke that down, you get 9443, the capstan or the capstone Bane Bridge, just like the bridge for the Pitchagrew type, like the battle between the Batman blade and in reality, the Batman blade type for Kanan in the battle between Pitchagrew and the Batman blade. Pitchagrew being the Bane Microraptor. So, and that's all grace and mercy tied in, because the flippers, they have that foundation in the law, but they tend to not really go towards the mercy, is what I notice with it. That's where all that Legion was a few years back, and luckily the rod budded of Levi and all that in like 2017. And then Russia tried to take over the Black Sea, which represents the Legion and all that. But that's a whole nother ordeal. But you can see the slow tide turning towards the red taking over. But it's a double-edged sword because you don't really want the red to take over, but they are non-flippers. So, it's a little bit different. But like they're just our enemy, but they kind of go by mercy a little bit. They just don't believe in Jesus. It's all backwards, like if they had a foundation in Jesus, then they wouldn't be our enemy, is basically what it is. Like it's all twisted. So but everyone's different though too. So, and then 4681 drained is a place in Benjamin. And then Gainzik, treasury. Gemaria, Yah has accomplished. And Guillain-Barré syndrome, Franklin D. Roosevelt, 39 years old. So I thought this was interesting. The 39 is also related to the Mia, because you have 3969 is 100. So it's saying like capstone, drained, treasury, Yah has accomplished, It's saying all the signs for like the time we're in now. So with whoever the capstone is, But I've got a vision here. Form of pangolin is the form here on the feet. I see feet of betrayal, made of tachelite and itacalamite, mixed with over-ripened fruit. Okay? This is the creature I see. So take all this to the Lord. Body of tectonite and luxilionite in the form of a pangolin. Okay? Head, torso, arms of phonolite in the form of a dragon, like whale's flag, but more humanoid type hands. Okay? And this creature equals John Haley Zoot Sims. Okay, that's the creature there, and that's the pangolin dragon. And what he does in this Trinity here type is he gets people out of jail. That's his job. Okay, through all these are through the symbolism and everything, because they do live their life on Earth and go through everything, but that's their job or whatever. So, and this is the Rage, Fox, and Sims make up the Asertoobki deal, and those are the strong hobbits. Okay, strong hobbits. So we've got that figured out. It's called the Asertoobki deal, strong hobbits. And remember, Fox is death. Sims is the get out of jail, kind of like Monopoly guy, get you out of jail. And then Rage is the well, we went over it. It's up here. He's a type of Reaper too. Glorious endings. Okay. So those are the three there. So I've got this too that I went over. 5 Sagittarius horsemen. You can see all this. So, and then that's with Hell there being the Glen Rage. Okay, Glen Rage. So, just wanted to touch on it. So, I know it was kind of like, how are we going to go forward from this last one, especially with the wings of Hell being what they were, the hummingbird hawk moth. But, we got it done. So, and it makes sense. So, thank you, teammates. Have a good night.